Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another World Betrayed DLC preview video. Today we're covering the Master Scholar Kong Rong. Now this, thankfully, will be the last time Kong Rong will have a place in a DLC, because historically after this point he goes back into the Imperial Court and works under Cao Cao, who controls the Emperor from this point on till his death, when he gets executed by Cao Cao after Cao Cao got tired of putting up with Kong Rong at court, since Kong Rong had the habit of always criticizing Cao Cao in public. So Kong Rong still is the administrator of Beihai at this point, and he starts out with a bit more control over the entire Shandong Peninsula in an area that's called the Qing Province. And historically at this point, this area is still prone to a lot of bandits in the Taishan region to the north. And a lot of these folks here don't like to pay their taxes, and Kong Rong is pretty stuck on thinking about teaching these people Confucian values and educating them, and not really planning out things from a military perspective. And as Yuan Shao expands and casts away his oldest son Yuan Tan to this area, Yuan Tan is eager to prove himself and expand his father's influence. So Yuan Tan eventually comes and attacks Kong Rong, and Kong Rong doesn't really put up much of a fight. And even on the night before the final siege, Kong Rong is seen in his room reading classical texts and not really worrying about the battle. The next day, the city is breached. Kong Rong escapes towards the capital, towards Cao Cao basically, and leaves behind his wife and kids. So very similar to a friend down south of his starting point. But that's basically Kong Rong's story here, and his faction still plays pretty similarly. There's not many changes to faction mechanic, but his starting situation is very hard, because I think you do face the wrath of Yuan Shao from the beginning, which could be very difficult. And you still have the same plus 5k population growth as your passive bonus from your background, as well as 50% trade influence, since your playstyle mechanic is still focused on trade monopoly, which is faction specialization. And this is exactly the same as the 190 version, where we can basically offer trade monopolies instead of trade agreements with other factions, which will build up our basically trade influence, which will multiply our trade income. And we still have similar focus on population and trade. Our unique features are still the Furies of Beihai and the Thunders of Jian'an. But I do have bad news for you, as crossbow units are nerfed across the line, range block chance are buffed across the line, so cavalry speed are also buffed across the line. So these units are much worse than they were before. They have a slower attack rate, they have reduced range to just 220, so you're not really going to be enjoying these as much as before. Overall, they're still decent. I mean, if you're going to go crossbow, they're still the best ones in the game, if you don't consider Liu Chong's Chen Royal Guards. Academies of Cultures is a unique building. It's a school replacement. It provides a new form of income in culture income. Also adds a bit of population growth, which is excellent in this patch, because population actually boost income from all sources, which would also boost culture income as well. So it does synergize a little bit here, and it provides you public order and income from all sources build on top of it for this building. And lastly, you have a unique assignment called Income from Commerce. Just basic, it's an educational program that helps boost your income from commerce. And you are a governor faction. This is still the same. It just means you cannot be declared an emperor. You have to wait till 3 other factions declare emperor seats, and then you have to go conquer all of them for the ultimate victory condition. Noteworthy characters, you still only has Wang Xiu, the righteous hero. We talked about him multiple times in many of our videos, but I'll share a little bit more story about him in regards to his work under Yuan Tan, since that's what we're building up to. And that's pretty much it. We're going to jump into game. Still showing this on Legendary 40 minutes. So see you guys there.
主公寻求和平之道已久，但时局难避。如今，主公必须为战争做好准备了。
西方的袁绍对我的领地虎视眈眈，蓄谋已久。
他的势力还在不断扩张， 主公当谨慎待之。
自是如此，然而山中亦盘踞着不少盗匪，为祸一方，我等不能轻视边防事务。
刘备虽是主公的重要盟友，现下却忙于稳固自己的势力，未见得能对主公施以援手。
如此看来，我等是处在强敌环伺之所了。
只有主公能为治下百姓带来真正的太平盛世，主公需克服眼下的重重艰难险阻，方能匡扶天下。
There was a background dialogue from the zooming into the fishing port. It says, 快来看看我们的鱼, which means come look at our fish. It's a merchant. Just some background voice dialogue. It's actually like a market recording, picking out a fish, picked out a yellow one. Anyways, if you wish for peace, the peace you have so long strived for is shattering. Kong Rong, torn apart by the ambitions of tyrants and warlords, it is clear now you can't sit idly by and let the land be pulled down by this madness. Though you are loath to consider it, it's time to ride to war in the name of restoring peace. Take the fight to Yuan Shao. Watch out for Yuan Tan. Okay, pretty straightforward. The Yuan are identified and confronted. We have to basically build up 5 more units, a total of 12, growing in might. So let's see what the game has in store for us. Diplomatically, Yuan Tan is our only enemy at the beginning. Okay, it's a sizable force, particularly a captain retinue here, a cavalry one. Alright, so our force is crossbow, G militia. Okay. And who do we have? We have Wang Xiu and Zheng Yan. Zheng Yan is not really historically relevant at all, so I have nothing on him. Wang Xiu here is just a typical government worker. I know it sounds so cool, he's called the righteous hero, but he's just a really dependable government worker. He worked in this area when Kong Rong was here, and when bandits first, attacked Kong Rong's region, he rushed there to help. And Kong Rong kind of noted that he had this, sense of justice in him. So Kong Rong knew he was coming, even though, there's no guarantee, but he did come. So that was his time under Kong Rong. And after Yuan Tan kicked Kong Rong out of Beihai, and this became, the Yuan territory, he worked under Yuan Tan and served this area well. He's just a clerk, so he stays in the region and just takes care of the business. And then when Yuan Tan, first Yuan Shao failed, right? Yuan Shao died in battle after the Battle of Guandu, and then he died of old age, kind of depression a little bit. And then Yuan Tan and his brother Yuan Shang duked it out for a while. And for a while, Yuan Tan actually, worked with Cao Cao to kick out his brother, and then backstabbed Cao Cao, and then Cao Cao killed Yuan Tan. And before Cao Cao killed Yuan Tan, Wang Xiu heard that Yuan Tan was in trouble, so he took maybe like 10 men with him to march up to try to provide any sort of help. And then before he even got there, he heard Yuan Tan got killed, and he begged Cao Cao to let him give Yuan Tan a funeral. And Cao Cao kind of was touched by how loyal he was, and so Cao Cao let him work for him as well. And he stayed in the area as a clerk, working under Cao Cao as well. So he's just a very loyal government worker. Nothing super special. He's not going to get a portrait. I hope not. It wouldn't make sense. He could shift himself into Yuan Tan's faction in the next DLC. That I approve of. And if you ask why Kong Rong gets nobody, well, because Kong Rong really shouldn't be a faction in the game. He's here to provide color, in a sense. He sells on his name that he is Confucius' descendant, which is true, and which really bought him a lot of points even during his days. And that's why Cao Cao put up with him for so long. After he got kicked out of Beihai and went back to the imperial court, he was able to get another job because, hey, I'm Confucian's descendant. And I'm a famous one because when I was very young, many people called me a prodigy because I showed many elements of Confucian teachings, because I know that I was a little kid, so I shared the bigger pears to my older siblings, and I took the little one, that showed I know my place in society, and that's why he was so hailed when he was little as a very exemplar of the Confucian ideas, and that he's also from the family. So that's his story. And he did have a position in Beihai. His nickname was Kong Beihai. Right? They used his last name and Beihai together as his kind of nickname. So he was here, but in the 190 start he was here, and he was attacked by yellow turbans. He couldn't really hold the city, had to ask for help from Liu Bei, from Zhao Yun, Tai Shi. They came to help him, and now he can't deal with bandits, and he can't deal with Yuan Han. So just not a good wartime manager. Maybe if his life was during peacetime and he could just read articles, write literary works, commentaries, and focus on that, he would have been great. But Three Kingdoms, not his cup of tea. But we're going to have to make it his cup of tea, because we have to defend the land here and use our awesome units to try to defend ourselves. And speaking of these awesome units, they got nerfed. So crossbow across the board got nerfed. Basic crossbow are now only 200 range, as you can see from regular crossbowmen and heavy crossbowmen. Fury Beihai is now only 220, same as Thunder of Jian. And if you look at the attack rate, it's just 8. I think it's nerfed, and it just hurts. These things used to be machine guns, not anymore. And there's no reason to go for Thunder of Jian. There's just no bonuses. It'd have been better if they put back on extra range for them. Then maybe this progression here from rank 3 to rank 6 would actually mean something. But here, not really. They did get cheaper to recruit though, because across the board the overall price got decreased. It used to be like 1.7k, which was ridiculous. Now you can actually afford a few. But to fight this army, shield, 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 and missile resistant 50% on all melee cavalry, we need a strong front line. So what we're actually going to do is get rid of Wang Xiu. We should have traded first. Hold on. I can actually expand our military real quick and then trade. We want to see who has available trade routes. We have a bunch. Liu Bei Han Empire, Zhangyang. So let's negotiate. Now you gotta make sure when you're offering them, you don't offer them the trade agreement, right? So if you go to quick deal, just get into the menu so you know they have a trade, but then cancel it and offer the trade monopoly. The AI will think it's the same thing, but it's not the same thing for you. You offering trade monopoly will give you your faction specialization points that otherwise would not have occurred. Local administrator, artisan, merchant. Merchant's not bad, but not game breaking enough that I need it. Okay, that's a lot of gold. 88. Oh, too generous. 90. Okay, that's a lot of gold. Okay. Oh, we can actually, you can quick deal trade monopoly. That's good. Silly me. Do you have anything good? Nope. Are you rich? Nope. I really don't want to give him free 7 points here. We could offer food. We have tons of food. Alright, this works. There we go. Who is next? Zhang Yang. Oh, maybe we can actually offer him the 0.1 for free. Ooh, Taoist Monk is okay, but also not game breaking enough for just go for it. Alright, he can take the 0.1. We can check. Yeah, he's also poor. So there we go. Zhang Hong. He might not be around for very long, but we can still try. Ooh. Okay, I got too excited there. Commerce income is probably better. We don't have many industry around here, so we're gonna dump that one. dump this one. And we will pay him some food. Yeah, that should do it.
我方接受你的提议。
I was getting excited for Kong Rong. Okay, he's he's 41 and single. He should have a wife. I don't know why they don't give him a wife. He did have a wife at this time, and kids. But we're not here to marry him. We're here to give him a concubine. This is for the entire faction. Everyone needs to be happy. And we'll give him this. Yes, I think I'll give him this as well. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna recall him.
大人，有何吩咐？
And he's gonna be on assignment for us.
参见大人。
So ideally what you want to do is probably adopt him and then put him in as your heir, because you're not going to have an heir for a long time. Adoption do take money, so it's not like something you can do right away, but it's definitely a viable path here. We're going to get attacked right away, aren't we?
勇夺荣耀。
Well, I think we have to defend here. We have to give up this pretty much. They just have to buy us some time. Actually, those cavalries are not very good against city fighting. We have time.
发动农民。
So we want to go as far as we can. Let's see. Let's recruit next turn.
大步向
Because it's
前。
not like we have cash this turn. I don't know, crossbow's just not useful right now. This can go away too. Basically, crossbow's not going to be useful at all against this army. We need like 6 spear guards and maybe 2 siege weapons, and then go help the city out.
胸怀中正。
And we don't have the cash for that now, so we wait. And we can't build anything, which is interesting. Alright, so we have a random fishing port here. This is actually something you could consider trading away to Liu Bei. Because it doesn't give you any income. It costs you income, gives you food, and you don't actually need food.
别来无恙。
Do you have any good items? Oh, we already checked. He doesn't. Yeah, this is something you could consider doing. You could give him the fishing port and ask him for the lumberyard back. Do a swap. Right. Because this is going to be more beneficial for you. You actually get income from the lumberyard.
足下之举，堪称仁义。
Right, see, this gives you 70 income per turn. And you have plenty of food, right? You have Donglai, which is a great source of food here. We are going to demolish the marketplace so that we can build tax collection. Okay, we're good. We're going to let them siege us. Oh, we got a millet. We don't have anyone who can really use it. I mean, he can, but he doesn't need to. Okay, we're good to go. Right, we're just a noble. We're not a second marquise. That's sad, but okay. Let's continue. Okay, good news, bad news. We didn't get attacked. Bad news is they already eliminated one of our trade routes by taking out the city here. Zhang Hong is gone. Yuan Shao's army is also here with siege weapons, so the city is probably gone. I thought we were fighting this army, but it seems like this army's... Like, our crossbow would have been good against this army. But we got rid of it. What do you know? Kong Rong can use that, even though we don't have corruption yet. Have a projected income of 3,000 or more at the start of... Okay. Steward of Changle Palace. Okay. This is what we need. 国家. Perfect. 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 So, We're just gonna hire him from here. I mean, we could check if he's a spy, but he's not. And if he was, are we not gonna hire him? Right, change my mind, right? Oh, Zhang Miao is also here. Alright, we're gonna recruit Guo Jia here. We're probably gonna have to give up the city. We might swap. Yeah, these guys have high armor. Those trebuchet though, I don't know how we're beating them. I think we just have to have our own trebuchets. Alright, let's get rid of these for now. We have time. We're gonna buy time with this. Maybe we don't have time. Alright, we definitely need frontline. And then we have 5k, 2.5k. We can recruit 2 trebuchets. That's not gonna win. Okay, we gotta wait then. That way we have most income for a turn, and then we'll wait. If worst case scenario, we retreat farther back. Maybe I should demolish everything on turn 1. Because they were coming. Alright, definitely putting his assignment over here. Yeah, this is his unique assignment. It's actually quite good. Because you gain population and you gain income from commerce. So if we want to, help the population along, we definitely could do it here. $75 versus 50. Actually, the 75 on commerce is not so bad. 52.5 versus what? 50 of 40, 47.5. So yeah, this is better. Yeah, we just have to regroup and retake. Population is going to be low. Okay. We're going to pull back to here. Because we have more population here than here once we lose that. And then we can replenish faster here. I don't know if I want to spend this 1.4k. Yeah, let's wait on this. Let's go next turn. Alright, Yuan Shao didn't take the city and just marched in. We'll let him do whatever he wants inside our territory. We can double check if we can restore trade with someone else. Yeah, okay, Zhangba, sure. He can just have it. This one might die out soon too. Alright. Now it's time to recruit. Okay, let's do this. We can even throw in 2 archers if we want. Guo Jia can lead the army. He has reach. He has flaming shot, so it's better to put them on him. Yeah, this is good. There we go. So we could have upgraded this last. We couldn't, right? We would have ran out of money. Okay, things going okay. I feel much better now with this army. We just need to replenish up. Let's continue. Alright, surprisingly, Yuan Shao's army is just sitting there. Alright, we got growing might check. We get extra replenishment. We get experience on those troops for 3 turns. Our next goal is to have income at least 1500, and we have 21, 28, so we're good. We just need to do some action to refresh the system so they know we finished the mission already. We definitely could recruit more people. Right, we don't have that many men. Yeah, he's a pretty good character. Could be an administrator. Alright, we'll hang on to him. Pick a reform. Okay, so all our free reform are in the blue tree. We're so close to Onyx Dragons. Usually you don't rush this as Kong Rong just because you have the crossbow, the Fury Beihai, but now these are just better. Yeah, I think we go down this route. We already recruited our army. We don't need this anymore. This is useful, but maybe not right now because everything's level 1. We don't have that many characters. Yeah, some of these new spying ones, which I never took back then, might become more interesting now that the spy mechanic got revamped, especially with turncoats. Like guarantee spy inside enemy factions sounds very good. This population growth one's also underrated now too, with how population got changed. And we also have livestock farm. We have 1. Yeah, I think we should still rush this. Let's do it. That's it. We're just gonna wait for replenishment and see what he does. I mean, if he's willing to just sit here and stall, I'm more than happy to oblige. So let's continue. Alright, he's just sitting still. Tiankai is dying. So it looks like Yuantan went north. Alright, we got this done. Path of Glory. They want us to take Taishan back. Okay, we can do that. Once we take care of this threat, we can definitely counterattack. We're still replenishing, so be patient. We still have 3 buildings to build, so we can save up some money. We can upgrade this one. Lumberyards usually make for great defensive battles. Let's just continue. Alright. Division in the capital. He is just losing men as we are gaining men. Although we have one sad person, Guo Jia, unhappy with his current status in the army. Ooh, angry Guo Jia. Even with a concubine can't help you here? Recently hired plus concubine? Well, we could give you this sword. But I might need it for authority. We don't have much authority. This is what happens when you don't have an heir. Alright, we'll give him a title. We unlocked one that was incorruptible officials. But we don't want him to be administrator. Oh, he can actually lower the upkeep cost of the army. Huh, perfect. There we go. General of the Right. Cool. And we save a little bit of money on the whole army here. Alright. If he's going to grind it out, we will let him. But since we are fully replenished, we're going to inch up a little bit. And disappear from his vision. I think we're in reinforcement range of the... No, we're not. Okay. Let's do that so that we're at least contributing to the war effort. There we go. Let's continue. Alright. He walked up, but he didn't trigger the ambush. He's slowly dying, which is really funny. What we're gonna do is keep him here so he stays dying. And we can even expand the army out a little bit. 6, 12. Okay, before we do that, we're gonna adopt. Alright, we still have only one assignment, but once he levels up, which is pretty soon, pick this up, then we have another assignment. We'll save some money and then load up on some Furies of Beihai for Guojia, and then they can attack them after there. We can delegate anytime, just to make sure they can't escape. I just want these to die down a little bit more. Let's continue. Alright, Gong Sun-zan wants to sign a non-aggression pact. He's willing to pay for it. I am happy to take his money, but let's change it to per turn. Let's do 66. Okay, Lubu got destroyed, and I just remember, I think I took less money. I think he was offering 700 and we took 66 per turn for 10 turns. Just wasn't thinking. Alright, help is coming, so we need to get rid of him now. He's also in the encampment, which makes it a little bit easier. Chenggong is also available because Lubu's faction got destroyed. He's safe to recruit, and he's bringing a horse with him. Chenji is a little old. I'll pass on him. Leveled up. Extra assignment. What we can do here is actually increase income by another 75. We don't have that much commerce here, but any little bit helps. 4 turn. We want to upgrade this, to be honest. So that's a small city. How do we have 3 slot in a large town? Wait, that's not right. It should be 2, but somehow we have 3. Lucky us. Must be a error. Okay, where are you trying to run to? I feel we can just delegate this. We'll show Yuantan's battle. This one, they're already all shattered up. Tianfeng got captured. We'll take cash. Take cash. Alright, we want to be inside that commandery. Ooh, we can't get back into Donglai. But Beihai's fine right now as well. I want to be outside of his range. Oh, we have no money. Okay, then we just have to wait. If we wait a turn... But if we wait a turn, we'll still have no money. Maybe just archers then. Archers pretty decent. 200 range. Okay, 4 archers. Sure, let's do that. We have about a turn to replenish up. Let's continue, assuming Earth Dragon. Okay. Alright, Liu Bei want us to give them military access. We can consider it. Okay, we already have non-aggression pact, so that's good. Alright, this is more than they offered. Okay, here they come. So if this is the situation, what we can do is probably just go closer to here. I know we'll lose mustering, but it beats getting hit right now. And we can even recruit a few more archers. Alright, let's do that. Let's continue our Onyx Dragon Rush. Let's continue. Alright, the Emperor escapes. They disappeared. This army went down south. The Lumberyard can hold them. The other armies probably ambush somewhere, I believe. we'll just stay put. We have enough reach to go attack that. So if they siege or if they attack, we can hold. Yeah, we can definitely hold. Let's upgrade this a little bit. Alright, we're good to go. Let's continue. Oh, all of a sudden, Yuan Shao's offering us a peace deal. He wants 14 gold and 405 gold per turn and our stone monkey. Well, no way. Okay, here comes their army. They do have night battle, so they preventing us to get reinforcement from the livestock farm. I don't want to fight them during night battle because they hurt our morale, so I'll retreat. So instead they're attacking the livestock farm, which sucks because we just spent 1,800 upgrading it and we're going to lose it here, and that's fine. We'll get it back. Alright, we barely did any damage. And not only do we lose income here, we also lost a lot of trade path. So our income is down the drain. Absolutely down the drain. Right, bankruptcy. Liu Bu betrays Liu Bei. Not surprised. Liu Bei still kept this though. I mean, we don't even need to think. Liu Chong's available. Oh wow, Luo Jun. Luo Jun's so great. I'll rescue him. Liu Chong not so much. Zan Ba, do we welcome him back? We don't have money. Oh my god, so many good stuff. Alright, so we're gonna take them on in this fight. Let's go. Alrighty, we're loaded up. We're definitely not favored in this fight. They have a lot of units. We do have our 4 trebuchets here, which is basically what's going to drive our victory. We have to be careful though, because if they do manage to get close, we're doomed. Okay, foresight. Okay, we're good. Let's continue. Let's go 1. Ooh, a lot of men, huh? Good thing is, oh, Shen Pei. Okay, so good thing is they only have 1 general too. And we can try to get into a duel with him. He has better armor. Yeah, he's had better armor. We can shut down his ability. That's one thing we have. But maybe we can weaken him a bit with some rocks. They have a lot of units. Okay, looking at the cavalry distribution, I feel like we can maybe pull this guy out and move him this way. We do have formations, but I think their job is to absorb enemy archer damage. See, because it's inaccurate, we can actually shoot more things earlier. Alright, the cavalry I'm gonna just depend on. Well, that is 1 slow rotation. I do have to agree, the inaccuracy is very noticeable. Like the splash pattern, not only how big the circle is, but like how the shots are firing really erratically. Like they're not going anywhere close to the same place. We might need to pull another one over.
会后悔的。你命该掩埋于此。
给我射击！
Okay.
时机已至，准备开战！快速前进，抓紧！发射！挺住，速速前进，加快脚步，赶快赶快！
敌军仓皇逃窜，一群懦夫。
We need to find some opportunity.
加速前进！快快
Okay,
快！
good thing we pulled one over.
顽强
Although I think they're still looking for bigger angles.
速速前进，
Super annoying.
时机已至，向前进军！
Alright, too late, too late, too late.
杀！
Oh my god.
杀！杀！
They're too mobile.
准备就绪，加快脚步，鼓起勇气，射杀敌
Alright.
军，
They're on their own.
动作快点，杀呀！
我军士卒仓皇逃命，真乃丧家之犬。
顽强不屈，
This is a problem
挺住，
because we left this side completely open.
时机已至，
Alright, we gotta eradicate
进军，
the enemy range units.
加快脚步，
And the best people for that job is going to be our strategist.
动作
Stay
快
away
点
from their
加
generals.
速前进，快快快，跑起来，速速前进，
Leave
加
us.
快速度，
Go away, go away, go away.
我方战友正在遭受攻击，
Pull him away.
敌军，准备开战。敌将向我军将领发起斗将，毛兵来我身边
Alright.，Get rid of them.
不留，听命。
Are we getting shut off? We're getting shut off by the enemy abilities. Great.
杀光敌军，
Alright, feel like we're losing this one.
长矛在手，准备开战，
Our trebuchet simply didn't give us enough advantage here.
加快速度，
Go back on your
准
machines.
备就绪，准备开战，
Charge forward.
挺住，
Maybe. Maybe.
巴士车准备。我军士
After.
兵正在四散而逃，时机已至，顽强不屈，
Alright, those guys are gone.
断金，
Which one of you can still fire?
注意，
Back to your machines.
去死吧！我看你神
Go,
气
go
涣散，
this way.
不堪一击。准备开战，逃兵准备。实在打不过，我得先行撤退。
Yeah, he's gonna lose too.
加速前进，
He didn't get to use his ability in the beginning.
准备好了，速速前进。顽强不屈，
Trying to pull away to shoot, but there's no front line to absorb them.
鼓起勇气，
Okay.
鼓起勇气，快跑！跑起来，赶快赶快，动作快点，加快脚步，听命，加快脚步。不
Let's
要
try to rout some
我
militias.
军正在败退，敌将武艺在我之上，或许我该撤了。准备就绪，进攻，准备开战，
The fact that our two strategists have to do this.
杀光敌军。冲啊！速速
We just
前
didn't
进
have any cavalry, which really is what hurt us.
加速前进，加快
Their
速度
cavalry outplayed us really hard.
赶快赶快，举起长矛，鼓起勇气，发射
They're not gonna do anything. I think this is it. We're routing.
准备就绪。顽强不屈，
Run away before you die.
正在四散而逃。
无胆鼠辈，
And that's it.
逃跑了。
Alrighty.
吃一堑，长一
So
智。
that failed. Now the good news is we're still on the map,
三思而后行。
which is important because
准备远征，
we need to go back.
不要分心。
Now we do have an economy issue, so what we're going to do is get rid of these archers because they're not really going to do much for us. Alright, we saved his life by withdrawing at the end. And we could have him lead eventually. He can give us replenishment, but maybe just scare on himself. I still feel this is better. Right? He can lead with both of these bonuses. It'd be better. Alright, they're going to run back. We're going to rebuild here. They're going to need a while to replenish here as well, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so let's go to next turn. Alright, they're attacking the lumberyard. There's a trick to defend this, but we're going to save time because this is just a preview. So let's just delegate. Alright, and joining the fire is Zheng Jiang, seeing us that we are weak.
就让我等庇护你吧。
And seeing that we're weak, Yang Feng has offered to become our vassal master. He's giving us money, and he's going to negotiate peace on our behalf. Nice offer, but we'll be able to handle it ourselves, no worries. Alrighty, so now we're pretty much losing all the land except for Donglai, and that's fine. Preferably, I wanted to lose this early, then we don't have to trade from here. Trading from here is a lot easier because there's a harbor, and people can't really cut us off. Emperor finds a protector, and the Cao have answered the call. So there is an event. We didn't play far enough in our Cao Cao campaign to trigger this event, but we now know there should be an event for Cao Cao to take over and the Emperor. And Yang Feng was trying to offer to protect us. And there he is, getting wiped out. Okay, so now we just go rest up. No big deal. It does suck to lose, but it's not the end of the world. Our economy is definitely taking a hit, mainly because of the trade route issues. As you can see, because we're trading from that particular commandery, a lot of our trade routes become void, which is tough because our economy is mainly based on trade. And by having those trade routes, we can basically increase our trade monopoly, which will increase our trade influence and thus our income. And each tier it decays a bit more, and depending on how much we have. Right now we have 15, so we're good till like this level. Even this level we can grow until we hit this level. So just basically means more money. Meanwhile, we have to figure out a way how to defend ourselves. I mean, with the city garrison, it should help a little bit, and we can always just try to outmaneuver them. They have to go through Liu Bei's land now to come to us, so not a big deal. The low income though really suck because he's in the pool right now, so you could consider destroying some of these and just reset yourself for a new beginning, but that's basically for you to attempt. Maybe Trebuchet wasn't the right answer here. Maybe we should have just got a full stack of cavalry, full stack of spear guard, and a full stack of archers, and then maybe had a better chance against the enemy army. Still need to adjust to all these nerf changes, or just patch changes to range, and find a way to figure things out. But we definitely got overran by those melee cavalry pretty bad, and we're gonna just end our preview here. Not the greatest start, but still alive. And we'll be able to recruit Liu Chong if we play on. And something to keep in mind, because Yuan Shu will typically destroy Liu Chong in the beginning, right? So since you are a close neighbor and you don't really have any wrong dealings with him, he's likely to join your pool. That goes for all other factions around here as well. So if you're looking to get yourself some nice items, and a burn officer, definitely keep an eye out for them. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this preview, and we'll be back with our final two previews. First is Zhang Yan, the Bandit of the Black Mountains, and lastly it'll be Ma Teng, Protector of the West. And then I think the vote for who we're going to play officially for the Let's Play will go out very soon. So keep an eye out for that on YouTube as well, and vote for who you want to see us play first when the DLC drop on the 19th. So see you next time. Bye!